Hey there, Hy-Vee shoppers. It's Chef Meitzen here at the North 27th Street in Superior store, and I am bringing you an actual demonstration just like I promised you on Tuesday. What I'm going to be cooking up for you today so you can learn how is a salmon. Yes, it's my favorite fish, and I have to show you another way on how to make this. Before we get going on the demonstration though, I do want to remind you to make sure you come into the store this Friday, which is tomorrow, between 4 and 6, and catch a sample of the 3 things that I'm going to be demoing up. That's right, I'm going to do 3 because you know I can't just do 1 for you. What I'm going to be demoing up is what we talked about on Tuesday, which is that apple raisin stuffed pork chop served on a bed of pumpkin mashed potatoes. I'm also going to be demonstrating the salmon we're going to cook today and a Denver steak. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this steak, but it is the most underrated steak around. It's going to be on sale for $8.99 a pound, and this steak is a phenomenal steak, and I'm going to tell you why. It comes off the chuck, and many people know that the chuck is actually not a very tender steak, and you have to usually braise it. But this is the end of the chuck, and it's very highly marbled. So when you grill this and you season it, the taste is wonderful. If you want a compound butter to go with it, just let me know on Friday, and I can help you make this flavor a little bit better. So make sure you join me on Friday for that steak, and it'll also be demonstrating on Saturday between 1 and 4. Now on to today's demonstration. I'm so excited to share with you a quick and easy dinner. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I'm actually a mom, and I have a very busy schedule. And even when I wasn't a mom, I wanted something quick and easy when I got home. Now, salmon is one of the quickest things that you can actually make, and it's so simple to flavor up. Today, I'm going to show you a paprika garlic salmon. And I love to do it over the stovetop, and I'm going to show you that actual process, and then we can actually tell you about other ways that you could actually cook this salmon for a little healthier or a little bit of a different taste, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our salmon. Our salmon fillets are on sale at $4.99 a fillet, so make sure you pick some up this weekend. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of paprika, some garlic salt, because this is one of my personal favorite seasonings, and you can season both sides, some fresh crushed pepper. I've already pre-seasoned it with paprika and garlic salt. And if you want to add a little bit of sea salt, just a touch. I like to use the pink Himalayan salt. You don't have to use as much to get that salt flavor. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start our pan on there. And we're going to make sure that the oil gets really nice and hot because we're going to actually sear the salmon first. And then I'm going to put a liquid in. And you can choose different liquids. You can use apple juice, you can use lemon juice, you can use white wine. Whatever you want to taste as a flavor with your salmon, feel free to use that liquid. But today I'm going to use water. I'm going to go ahead and let that pan get nice and hot, and I've already added a little bit of fresh garlic in there, and we're going to get that going. Now you can use fresh minced garlic or just garlic from the jar. Sometimes I use garlic from the jar because again, it's quick and easy, and I don't have a lot of time to sit there and mince garlic. So you can kind of hear it starting to go a little bit, and then you're going to kind of turn it down. Turn your heat down, about a medium heat. And if you have a really high pan or like a really good pan, like stainless steel, and they tend to get really hot, then put it to a low temperature. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to sear the top portion of the salmon. Now you'll see the bottom portion has a bunch of lining on that. You're going to sear that last. So we're just going to put my salmon in there. We're going to let that start to cook a little bit. And you can maybe turn up your heat a little bit more so you can kind of see that it's cooking there. And I like to kind of put that garlic right around it so it encases that flavor. You're going to probably let it cook for about a good minute on one side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to flip it, and it's going to sear the other side. Now I know we've talked about how salmon is like my favorite fish, but I cannot express the benefits of salmon. It is very healthy, high in omega-3s. You'll definitely love it. You can put this over a bed of rice, salad, pasta. I've even made salmon before the night before and I baked it, and then I took it for lunch the next day in a nice cold salmon salad, or I've even made like a salmon salad as far as like a crab salad goes with some mayo, some celery, eggs. You can do lots of fun stuff. Or my personal favorite, salmon and eggs for breakfast. I know it sounds a little strange, but I promise you it's really, really good. So you'll start to see the tips of the salmon start to go ahead and cook there. So go ahead and flip that over. And it's going to give you a nice, pretty golden color because of that paprika. So make sure that when you do that, you'll go ahead and flip it over perfectly. You can use tongs, you can use a flat spatula. That usually works the best for me, so then it keeps your salmon together. Now I'm gonna let that go ahead and do about 30 seconds, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a liquid. Now again, you can add lemon juice, you can add white wine. If I've done an apple cabbage salmon before, which we've talked about before, I've actually added apple juice to kind of encase that apple flavoring. Before I add the water, I'm actually gonna go ahead and just put some lemon juice on there. You're gonna start to see it sprinkle up here a little bit, and then I'm gonna add the water. Now I'm not gonna add much water, just enough to get the bottom of the pan, okay? Then you're gonna turn your heat down just a little bit more, and you're gonna place your lid on top. And you're gonna let it cook for about another 5 to 6 minutes, and then your salmon will be perfectly done. Now, to check your salmon, you can actually use a fork and it'll start to flake off, or you can also temperature it out. It should be temperaturing at about 145. Now, I'll go ahead and send you a picture here of my finished result. I just wanted to give you a quick demonstration on how to cook salmon in your house. Feel free to go ahead and not use any olive oil. Feel free to take that liquid and put it on the bottom of a pan and bake it. You would bake it at a temperature of about 375 for about 10 to 14 minutes, depending on the heat of your oven. And you can also poach it. That's another method. If you want some other ideas on how to make salmon, feel free to email me, and I would love to help you out. As always, folks, I'm here to make every meal in your house the best meal with the best products in town. And I appreciate your time, and I can't wait to see you again tomorrow between 4 and 6, and on Saturday between 1 and 4. Thanks so much, folks. You have a great day.